Hi guys, Mr. Jaeger here, and we're back. In the last episode, we finally wrapped up a war that really needed to be wrapped up, and we are now in the process of getting on with the campaign, trying to move our troops up to the north to try and deal with Granite Station. We're also finally in a position to start dealing with a lot of threats, hopefully ones we can quickly build up. We're already in the process of recruiting. We're also in the process of recruiting a new kind of division, which is very nice. How are we doing on aircraft? You're researching, I'm researching. Do we need cargo planes? No, we don't really need power dropping. Zero length. Cast. Das Interdictor, Armored Annihilator. Oh no! Air Supremacy, Ground Attack. 36 versus... US. Oh, brilliant! Good morning, Enclave Radio, bringing you the news from Helix 1. As sun rises over the nuclear pre-war solar plant, reflecting off the planet panels, we can see how much progress the planet brought gone, or the Brotherhood Knight stripping for parts, the NCR's engineers stumbling in the dark, Enclave scientists work proudly to restore power to the wastes, the sun rises over a new day for America. Boom! That's another wodge of important resources that allow us to deal with what we need to deal with. Combat boxes. Yes, not a bad shout. We're still in the process of rebuilding. Oh yes, we also took New Vegas last time, allowing us to get some level of security. Oh, okay. So yeah, I'd say we've done pretty good in that regard. Though sadly, we did suffer. Actually, no, that war went a lot smoother than the previous one. So at least in that regard, I also spent all the time necessary getting all these things worked up to number 1. So as soon as we, so this means that all the buildings I'm going to be doing, it's going to take that normally would take forever, is actually kind of going nicely for once, which is nice. Recruitment drive, more than 50% war support. Yeah, war bonds. Oh, okay, so that's 100 and whatever. Any music? There we go. And yes, so we're getting to the point where we're about ready to do stuff. I'm going to try and knock out Ruby Valley Forge first. In previous episode, also wanted to get... Oh, 2290. That's going to take a while, isn't it? Right, well, you guys are pretty much ready to go. A few of you are a couple of noobs in their combat, but that should be fine. We are also researching some auto-injectors, something I probably should have started to put more research into, but I figured other shit would be more important. But that said, it's all good from that point. Probably going to consider going down anti-tank rifles soon. And perhaps getting a grenade machine gun, just so we've got that extra punching power against the mass infantry. But primarily, I want to focus on getting these medics and other shit sorted first. How many dudes you got? I know you guys are busy training up for 48. Alright. Okay, before we declare war, 66, 50... 50. So we have 100, so 266 divisions versus our divisions. And these guys have got power armor. Right, okay. That's fine. We'll work with what we've got. Alright, East Port. Okay, so I am thinking we'll be able to win this war in the Rubiat Valley fairly quickly. So let's declare war. Let's get the decision to declare war early. Granite Station, you're mine. And declare. Bob. Because they're not quite ready to deal with it, because they are still dealing with that war. They've still been at war with the Washington Brotherhood. Actually, before we do anything, let's... Yeah. 49,000 casualties. We already suffered 15. Ah. They have suffered 4k though, so it's not the end of the world. But no, like instantaneous, like instantaneous, 49.9, nearly 50k casualties have been suffered because of that. Make your way towards Bly and then move to surround it. Las Grandias is now dead. Good fucking luck to Las Grandias, because, yeah, you're up the shit creek. No, I don't need this one. And how much resources do we have? We still need a fuckload of composite materials, which is irritating, because where the hell are we going to get those? You guys have got stuff, but it's nowhere near. We are going to hopefully get some level of improvement to our infrastructure in that regard. Some of these areas that we're going to be upgrading, we are going to be getting... hang on, just lower the audio here. Yeah, so the areas that we are going to be improving in terms of... Wait. Oh, yeah, hang on. There we go. So in terms of infrastructure, we are going to improve our economies and other stuff. But unfortunately, for the time being, it's still kind of eh. Right, you boys, punch a hole that way and go around the top. Okay. Right, this war should be over, well, hopefully quickly. No real aspects of other stuff. Right, you've got a good opportunity to do something pretty epic. I want you to try and do that. Try and zerg through as fast as you can. I know you're not motorized. It would be lovely if we can get some more motorized, but... Right, Area 51, Area 6. We'll relocate them to the north here, only because I feel that they are probably needed more. You guys have already got Panzer Infantry, and as well as that other dude. Whereas you guys are doing pretty good. Oh, never mind. I was going to say, damn it, we can't cut them off. 9k. Jeez, we've already killed more of these bastards, flank, which I'm actually quite happy about, I'm not going to lie. Let's see, you're doing that, you're doing that. You're taking your time attacking, but that's fine. That's just delaying them. I mean, the thing is, these guys have done so well in comparison. Like, they've been fighting the bloody... the full might of all of these dudes. Yes, they've had a couple of terrain advantages as well, which I'm not exactly looking forward towards. But there we go. But apparently we can go to another... Aha! Marrow Drinkers, that'll be useful. Knocking out the Marrow Drinkers will be quite nice, because then we'll have more terrain to begin our assaults from. And... Wait, Yakima as well? No, damn. I was hoping we could do that for the Yakima as well, but... Eh. Ooh, stratified attack patterns. Okay. Mutually exclusive. Okay, well, we need to improve. Is there anything else I really needed to improve? Specialized doctrines. Power. We'll go down the air. We'll go down the air doctrine still. Okay, we're gonna stop with these attacks. Give our chance for our lines to re. Oh, that's a lot of bad news there. Right. Somebody... Okay. Yep, the entire line. Yep, the entire line. Yep, the entire line. Quickly counter-attack and prepare for some kind of move up, which is going to be very important. Just saying. Alright. Right. Counter-attacking as much as we can. The real thing is I just want to get my guys back up to the top, because a lot of these dudes are slowing down. Admittedly because of probably poor terrain options and unfortunate issues. And we are still in the throngs of winter, which is going to make crossing that Alps really difficult. If, for argument's sake, we can perhaps... well, probably not these guys, because they're not a raider faction. But the Bone Marrow Drinkers would be very useful. And maybe even having the Bone Pickers on our side would also prove to be useful, because then we could use that to spread all around and get a solid attack force out, rather than allowing the enemies to concentrate in the Kemmelt area. Right, you boys are all ready to go. Fantastic. Give you guys a chance to Right, push up towards there. Right, nuclear jet fighter. Okay, so we've pretty much leveled up all of our things. We just need to start... You know, we'll get the combat blink going. You will change plans. You are going to do some dynamite. Helps with attacking into towns, which is the important thing. Right. How are we doing on construction-wise? We're doing alright, actually. But our division and planning attack, partial mobilization. I want that so bad. I kind of want to do that as well. At war, any enemy country has more than 20 United States. That would be so much better than that. Because then we can get another giant chunk of things going. Alright. You guys, I want you to push that way. And you guys, I want you to push towards the river. I look once more. Just around the river bend. Right, I'm going to have you change the colours to blue. Solid blue. And you, I'm going to change you to green. There we go. No, I've just fucked up. There we go. Right, you are them. And you are them. There we go. That's kind of a plan. Alright, good. How much planning things can cost? 99! Jeez. I mean, I know we've got planning up, but still, we're just going to take a few days. Right, so you guys are going to prepare, and hopefully... Alright, there's that going on. At the time of this recording, we've also had the recent announcement of the new Resistance DLC, which is kind of nice. I'm not looking forward to it, though. Or at least I'm looking forward to it after this particular little playthrough. Because I just don't. Right, how are we doing in terms of spread? Okay, yeah, I'd say we're good. Alright, begin the operation again. Have fun. Sweet. Yeah, no, we can ignore them. Hopefully this war will be over by the time we knock out... push towards Crosshaven. There we go. Yeah, we've got them by the hip now. It won't be long before they surrender. And, yep, we've done more damage. Okay, so before this war ends... 4.4k's worth of damage was done by the Washington Brotherhood. The Washington Brotherhood lost 50k to a 4.4k disadvantage. I mean, can you imagine that? That's ridiculous. And they've wasted a lot of resources. So the hope is that by the time we go to war with these dudes, they'll have lost out on everything. That should be the end of the war. No, it's not. Actually, I'm impressed. Jordan Valley is our next target. Unfortunately, there's still a lot of hills and terrain as well, which is not great, but the war is now over. We have taken over... Mine. Om nom. Right. Hello. I'll have you watch that front line. There we go. Oh, yeah, look at the understrength divisions there. That is good. Right, once you guys are in position, begin to prepare to attack the Warren. Same goes for you. Same kind of procedure. You're literally just pushing that way. Because if we do this, we'll zerg through their lines, and then we'll gain a massive advantage. Also, speed has to be... like, speed is of the essence here. We don't... If we take our time with this, the enemy is going to have a great opportunity to be able to counter. It's actually kind of cheaper to just individually do planning attacks rather than anything. Right, you boys, rapid plan. Once you guys get into position, be quicker. I mean, a lot of these dudes are probably going to be alright, but it's just I want to be as quick as I can. Right. Okay, and Maradrick is done. Declare war. Save just in case. Right, okay. And boop-a-doop, go. I don't imagine these guys will take too long, but just in case. Because the main concern here is the fact that I want to try and get these wars done as fast as possible, so we can start our war in the north faster and more efficiently. Because the Brotherhood of Steel here have got understrength divisions. They've been at war for so long and have suffered so many casualties. It's going to cause a lot of problems for them. if we do anything. Like, it's going to cause... So if we declare war on them super early, we're going to have a major advantage. Only downside is that we're still waiting on this war to happen, which it is in April. So we've got some things we have to probably go nuts into, but hopefully we can start really ramping it up, and obviously also getting the ability to do stuff. We've got more decisions apparently, and I've got one that I need to decide. Ah, right, okay, so victim for the Brotherhood. Stability, no. Comedy, no. War movie, war support, army experience. Yes, I will take that. I need as much war support as possible, thank you. What other event? Oh, it's just that one again. Okay. Right, you, Dr. Bag, which will be very, very useful. Zay, thank you very much. Right. I mean, at this point, we might as well be overpowered, but at the same time, you know, this is us against tribals. We're not really up against a civilization nation yet, so we're obviously going to get our asses handed to us if we're not careful, which is the important thing to remember, ladies and gentlemen. Right. Ah, yes, I forgot about that. Unfortunately, we're running a bit low on APCs. I have shitloads more factories. But I have no means to produce shit. Because we need all the composite materials known to mankind. I think even after all that. Right, how are we doing? Land appropriation. Yep. Develop the tribal lands of the... Oh yeah, it's the Great Tribe dudes. Right, okay. You boys keep pushing. I want you lads to go here and try and outflank. It's going to be a bit difficult because you guys are in the ship, admittedly, but that's fine. What are you, bone pickers? I should be able to attack you, in theory. Yep, there we go. As soon as we eliminated that and got that grape going. This will be very good, because having all of these territories here will allow us to get the armoured vehicles to push up north this way, which will hopefully allow us to outflank a large portion of the Brotherhood as well. Because if all of these dudes just go up the front, that'll be beautiful. I suppose extra stability would be glorious. Thank you. Ruins of Hope. Right, how long to your selection of war, Mr. North? Okay, one more day. Right, who are they going to have a go at? Yakima Nation or me? Because if they do decide to go to me, who's this? Really? Really? As I'm winning the war... Oi! Oi, what are you doing? Come on. Come on. Don't do that. Like, seriously, come on. Push. So stupid. Come on, don't give them the satisfaction. Don't give them the satisfaction. Just push into it. You lads can just push into the Warren. For 290. Ah, brilliant. Okay. So, Mr. Ruby Valley, you made my life a living hell in a few episodes ago. I think you deserve to die. Right. Right, Southern Theatre. These guys aren't going to last long. Especially with the tanks and armoured decor that we've got. Yes, they can spread out, but they're not going to last long. Oh no, whatever shall we do? We're just taking all of your land. Right, dynamite's gone. Ooh, that frame, not good. How much money you got? And gone. Right, fine. Right. Ooh, no, you are very damaged. Right, your job. Go north. Your job. Go east. Oh, sorry, go west. And as soon as you get to that point, you better start training them. Right, so they are unfortunately gaining some territory from me, but again, I'm winning this war so well, it's not going to last long. And they're spreading out their forces. It's like they're not focusing on the target of opportunity I'm being given here. Nab that base. As soon as we take the base, that's it. Gone. Oh, would you look at that? And the war is over. So all that territory you've just taken doesn't matter. Done. Right, okay, you boys. Make your way to the front over here. And then we can deal with those guys in the south. Right, this lot. New commanding army. I need a new commander, don't I? Yes, I do. Edward Bowie. Media personality. Takes a bit of a while. But I think, what's this guy? Frederick Van Buren, Joshua Graham. What other dudes can we have? We have apparently a guy called Walter. Oh no, hang on. Wade Johnson. Oh, he's demoted. Ah. But he has a good name. Edward Bowie or Wade Johnson. Right, he has a minus to that. Promotion plus 1,000. He's lost. Oh, promotion cost is experience and all stats experience gain minus. Okay, so it's going to be difficult, but I'm going to give him a shot. If he sucks, I will obviously remove him, but we'll give him an opportunity. Okay, so Mr. Wade Johnson will also assist. Oh. You guys also make your way over there. Supply-wise, not exactly a huge fan. Right, let's try and get all the other stuff fixed before we continue our massive amount of do whatever. Right, we're finally making all that progress that I wanted to achieve. Let me guess, over here? Yeah, I had a feel. Yeah, we're taking a little bit of a problem here. Right, layered air zones. Good to know. Right. Right, your job will be to fight towards this location here. And your job will be to do the exact same thing. You probably will be catching up with all these dudes. But at the same time, it's fine. It's not the end of the world. Right. On the southern front, I want you to go here. I want you to go here. Just so that way we're still in that location territory. Which is fine. Right, once you guys are in position, and, well, the other guys are still waiting, but it's fine. Right, let's take our time. We'll suffer massive organizational penalties, but I want those guys there as soon as possible. Again, this is the kind of stuff I wanted to do a while back, but hopefully, well, now we've got the added benefit of, suppose, shitloads of other stuff, which is good. It's good to know. Only issue, of course, is we'll... Let me guess. They're another target? Yeah, another target. Ooh, Trolls of the Warren, what's this? Super mutant question. Okay. The Troll Warren has given rise to the old conundrum. Although obviously will execute the war criminals, a super mutant who used to live in Vault 6, Betty, has claimed she and many other super mutants are victims of circumstance. They treated humans under their rule no worse than neighboring tribes would have. Betty, based on her vault education, has invoked constitutional claims on her behalf and the other supermutants, and demands a place in the United States. And of course, a captive population of supermutants could have economic applications. Cute. Standard procedures. Minus Warren. Minus 1,000. 3 arms. Build shop. Honest labor will make them honest. Okay, yeah, well, I think this one will choose to integrate the mutants, which I think is what we wanted, I believe. Yes? I'm going to say yes and hope that that's the result we need. Right, activate that and hopefully we'll be all good. Right, what can you do? Nothing quite yet. Adaptable would be lovely, I'll be honest with you, but you know what? It's okay. Not the end of the world. Oh, good. Doctor's homemade bag. Right. That's all done and dusted, which is fine. I now need you on anti-tank rifles. Not that we'll be able to do anything with them, but still. Right. Once we get over to this position, double time. And then I'll get you to try and plan up a little faster just so you can catch up with that. Once we've done that, we'll hopefully be able to deal with that. Also, brilliant amount of energy cell capacity. Just going to say I'm really happy about that. How are we doing since civilian grid we need? Bomb, 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 bomb. Anything else? No? Oh no, we do. We do in fact need it. We've over the areas that we've now taken, which is important. We've got to core all these territories. Reduce their chances of rebelling at least. Right. How are we doing? Oh shit, there is more stuff to be made. I didn't realise. Shit. Okay. Oh no, you were supposed to go for that. Right, you are to assist in that. Go. Come on. You're really fast over there, it's fine. Right, okay, I think it's about time we declared on these guys. So, hey, good year. Right. Bone pickers. Hello. Let's quickly deploy these guys. Before we do completely declare war, let us do the initial research. Nope, not that one. Right. 38 units. What's their stats? They've got a bit of a higher entrenchment. They've got some divisional training time. A little bit of a fast tribal youth. Mostly tribal stuff. Nothing too snazzy, which is fine. Alright, cool. Let's go for that. Also, by the way, at the time of the recording, it is almost November the 5th. So, we may hear some fireworks in the background. I apologize in advance. Sadly, there's very little I can do about that. But, hopefully, it should be fine soon. Right, these dudes are going to get their ass handed to because A, my dudes are stronger, and B, their dudes are shiter. Right. So the hope is with us securing the left flank, we should be able to use all the vehicles from this army in the south here to basically punch a hole straight up towards the more vulnerable underbelly of the underbelly of the Washington Brotherhood, which is fine by my account. It's going to be a bit of a pain, unfortunately. America's... remember the martial law, rationing, and general suicide complaints preceded the Great War. As such, they are rather critical of attempts to pin America, a city on the hill. Lies your teacher told you. Why don't we ever get a break? Yeah, honestly, it's just a random debuff at this point. Right, how are you guys doing? They are recovering, unfortunately. A lot of their divisions are probably getting to that point where... That's a point. Can we actually start... Can we actually get the Rangers in? I would love to have those guys in. Yes? No. Still need to do... How are we doing on trains divisions anyway? Are we like 120? Okay, so we almost need like 240 divisions, which is a shame, but there we go. Right. This is the bitchy part of the battle, which is not going to be too good. How are you doing on combat? You're doing fine. Bone pickers. That's fine. If you guys declare war on them, that's fine by me. Right. You're doing good. You're taking a bit of a hit, but that's fine. Having all these dudes as well will also prove to be quite useful. If we can, once we get out of the Northern League and looks like Old Country joined Caesar's Legion, which in a sense makes my job a little easier, but unfortunately it does mean that we've now got two very large problems. But again, we'll have to deal with that when we declare war in the south. But hopefully, American Brotherhood and Pale Folk. I don't know about you. Yeah, probably not. Such a happy deal. What have you done? Oh, Day bombings. All aircraft strategic bombing, or... Nah, we'll go daylight. Hopefully our material resources won't be so bad. How are we doing in terms of, like, supplies? Well, the good news is there is definitely some stuff we can work on, which is fantastic, especially up in the north, around the cities. Seattle has got a beautiful supply, as well, of decent equipment. So, I'm very much happy to deal with that. Okay, this war in the left is a little bit of a problem. It does, of course, not help when you've got troops on the front. I know that they want to try and avoid this whole supply issue thing. But we also do need to proceed to war. Like, I know I'm going to fuck my supplies, so it's not something I would advise always to do. But we need to break in their line, and the longer we do this, the longer the enemy has a chance to recover. Like, you know, all of these dudes. Ah, okay. Well, now they're declaring war on them, so this will hopefully relieve pressure on our front lines. Unfortunately, these particular templates and divisions are not well suited. It's just getting over to here, but they're already losing out on the front lines. Right. We've researched all of that. Ah, we haven't researched all of this. This might be useful, especially reducing our supply use as well. And improving our speed. And also helping out reliability as well. That will be useful, I think. Try and push a hole towards Arago. If we can grab Arago, then obviously war's over. Happy days. A lot of their troops have withdrawn from the area, so we might as well take advantage of this opportunity. I don't know why my troops are being so reluctant. Go for it, lads. I know you dudes will have a slightly minus to your attack run, which is bad, but this is a good opportunity to deal some serious damage. Where are you? Yeah, I know your supplies aren't great. Just keep pushing, lads. You're doing good. You're doing good. Just keep pushing. That's right. Don't worry about the fact that you can't, you know, eat food or anything. Right, you're good. You're right. You definitely need to spend some time training up your troops. I'll probably... God, those flashing images. It's irritating, to say the least. Demolitions or effect? Now, let's have the effect. That's a given. Really don't like the fact that we have to... When we zoom in, it has stuff. I like to zoom in and out. A lot. See, why can't I have that? That's nice. Bendable turrets much. Jesus Christ, anti-tank rifle much. Alright, how are we doing? Yeah, Oregon is not doing too hot at the moment. They're counter-attacking, which is alright, I guess. That's going to be a bitch. That is going to be a bitch. Who am I a target? Am I a target? No, bone pickers. Again? Huh. Fine. I guess. Try and push up towards Argo and the front there. Punch a hole towards Argo. We grab Argo, we win the war. Your jobs will be to fight towards this location. Your jobs will be primarily to fight over towards this location. So you'll be sharing out this army with a slightly less of hammer armored dudes. Will have more of an easier load pushing that way. And hopefully the two crosses will make it a little easier. Your job, I think, will be put into reserves. Because holy shit, you're taking heavy damage. Oof, that supply problem. I did say I was expecting a full-fledged supply issue to be a factor here, but yeah, this is when tribals start doing damage to you because you just don't have the ability to deal with it. Mountainous regions, so fun. Oh boy. We also need to start the concept of building up the other stuff, but right now I've got more important things to worry about. God, we're already going through a majority of those things. Like, we've still got a lot of infrastructure to build up, but Supreme Court injustice, which proved conclusively that the Gargoyle Supreme Justice was actually a traffic court judge. Oh dear. Something we should get rid of. Oh, sorry. Mr. President, archive historians have found records which prove conclusively that our Ghoul Supreme Court Justice was actually a traffic court judge. Some think we should get rid of him, but we have to admit, Bram Corvids have never flowed so smoothly. We shouldn't give a job until he walks in the door. He's still better than that guy from Vault City. Yeah, we could do with the extra importance. So, there we go. That man keeps his job. If he does a good job, why fire him, is my question. Oh god, all of those dudes, and we're struggling to attack. Oh, it's so painful. So painful! Yeah, you're more or less gone. How are you doing? Oh god, yeah, you're all up the creek. And not only that, you've lost one of your major stats as well. Yeah. It's not good. Question, can I replace this with you, who I think are probably better suited at this point? Right, we'll have this dude withdraw from the conflict. Oh, that shouldn't be a factor. Right, you boys withdraw out to, yeah, this area. Just redeploy over to there. And leave the front lines, because I don't think you're going to do that other army any good. How many troops have you got? 37 still. So not a lot of troops. It's fine. Right. Your job will be to go in and try and solve the problem. Stop attacking. We've made some decent-ish pushes, but obviously we are in no position to keep attacking, so you boys bug out and start the process of withdrawing. We definitely need to make that. This push is probably going to cost us quite a lot of troops, but hopefully these guys will take their time fighting, which is fine by me. That's the second time. Alright, let's speed up time a bit. We're not doing too bad. We're not doing great, but we're not doing too bad either. Right, if you want to withdraw, and then once we get a chance, we'll get you guys back up to speed with training. Also, it means that when we're dealing with the whole supply issue thing, which is really terrible. Oh my god. Yeah, that's really bad. No wonder the other divisions were struggling. This area is fucking atrocious for supplies. Right, you're kind of there, aren't you? You know what, let's start researching recon kids, because there's literally other shit I want to... I'm going to just avoid doing robots as much as possible. Because maturity. Right, you're almost gone or you're gone? Oh my god, they're actually making an incision as well. Though, unfortunately, I have a feeling these guys are probably going to lose because the bone pickers, while they've got territory, they lost their connection to it. So, yeah, they've lost a chunk of troops. That'll also be quite useful with reliability. At least these guys are going to have slightly better equipment now. Let me guess, they're not going to let me move the troops up. At least we can do this now. Right, okay, you boys can start pushing now. Or not. Right, you boys push into that location. You two push into that location. Right, you Panzergruppe. Make your way over there. And try and help push into that location. Once you've done that, try and push to Argo. We grab Argo, we force the surrender. Simple. Right. Unfortunately, this particular terrain is absolutely atrocious, and using tanks is not probably my finest idea. But I think the advantages of having tanks here would be useful. Oh, there we go. We are breaking through as well, and because we haven't got any troops or divisions to have to worry about, you know what, we'll cancel that order. We'll just do this. Right, we're beating them back. Now that we've reduced the chances of the issue, we should be able to now make a successful push. Once we've done that, we'll start pushing to Argo. And it does kind of peter out a little bit. This is mountainous ranges here, so this area has been always going to be a bitch. Whereas after this point, we can hopefully break through and get out of the mountains at least. Oh my god, what is going on with the fucking textures? Apologise, guys. Oi. You two, push in. Really? Push. Did I say stop attacking? We got this. I'm going to do this as well to force you. This is more just because the AI keeps doing this shit. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. I have a feeling we're probably going to have to... Ah, Las Granjas is gone. They took a lot longer than I thought they would, which is surprising to say. We got this. It's still going in our favour. It's just, unfortunately, they've got a chance. Really? Why are they so desperate to do it that way? Right, we'll keep pushing. Nah, no, never mind. Right, never mind. Okay, I thought we have a chance, but we didn't. Really, I should have put infantry here. That's fine, that's fine. I mean, to be honest with you, this is a combined war now. Bone pickers are beginning to run out of troops. Unfortunately, the troops I wanted to have is here. Right. Push. What are they? How about now? Now that there's, like, no chance, apparently. Yes, I'm going to lose massive amounts of attrition on it. Yeah, okay, you know what? I give up. Nope. Fuck it. Stop attacking. We'll let the infantry do their job, and then... make your way over there. Set yourselves up a front line. Go. Then we'll withdraw this lot and get them out. Get the thing that I should have put in on the first go. Just hold your line, don't do anything stupid, and I'll get the infantry to do the job, because they are obviously much better suited for this mountainous range deal. Let me guess, you suffered really badly with mountains, correct? Yes, very much so. Okay, yeah, I'll bite the bullet and say, yep, I made the wrong choice. I hoped to try and zerg through with the fact that they were barbarians, but unfortunately, no, that was not the case. And as such, my dudes paid the price for it. And this division is now slightly whacked out of commotion, which is fine. It's not the end of the world. We have shitloads of stuff anyway. It's just, I couldn't make the progress that I initially wanted. Not a real problem, but there we go. Right. These guys are fairly busy, but I'm not gonna mind any kind of progression lost. Once you guys have been making your way through. Right, withdraw. Get the fuck out of dodge. And give my boys the ability to do something. Right. I need you to do some important stuff. You have done everything we can. Truth be told, I would like a logistics wizard. Nothing we can really do. Right, well the good news is that the only area that the enemy can now focus on is here. A lackluster of attack. Oh, of an attack. Any second now we'll get to the thing that I wanted to do a while back. Right, propulsion, advanced charges, that's fine. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Fuck mountains. Right, pushing. There we go, much better. Yeah, much better. Okay. I'll eat the humble pie. I shouldn't have put my fucking tanks in. I thought I could destroy the enemy because my tanks... Oh, for the love of God. Fuck you, bone pickers. Splitting my fucking lines up. Oh no, you can go fuck yourselves. I know my troops are not the best, and I know this combat is harder because we're on a mountain, but seriously. And you can and will do that fucking hardcore attack. You will take that fucking terrain, I swear to God. I made a mistake with the... Yeah, I thought as fucking much. You boys will also go there. I know supplies aren't exactly great, but that's not my problem. Right. Push on to Arago. Right, once you've done that, we can begin to proceed to better locations. How are we doing? We're slowly turning the tide. We have lost 10,000 dudes. Okay, that's bad. I have made a bad mistake here. Alright. Come on, nab me that point. Hold position here. Start spreading out. Don't you just love it when that shit happens? Who's surrounded? How are we doing? Quickly nudge out a bit and see what you can do. Right. I want you pushing out that way. One of you pushing out down south. And you... Right. You begin to spread out. I want some dudes just to spread out, just so we can get a bit more supplies coming in that way. Right. And that's all those dudes. Let's extend the line a bit. Right. You four, get over there, stop any kind of counterattack. You, get the fuck over there. You, get over there. I mean, we're up the creek without a paddle now, but... Actually, push you that way, I suppose. Push that way. We've got 30 divisions worth of troops. Right, we're slowly beginning to reduce the amount of supply problems because at least we're starting to counteract their shit. Right, you boys start pushing that way. Don't attack, just hold. We've got an opportunity to perhaps do some damage here. Right, you move there. You... Yes, that's a good idea. Good shout. Right, you boys can move over to there, which is brilliant. And you boys can now move over to there and start counter-attacking. Right, you up the north towards that valley, so we don't have to worry. You stop attacking. Advanced fuel's good. Right, let's go. Right, looks like the Washington Brotherhood is counter-attacking. Stop. Stop attacking. Stop attacking. Stop attacking. Did I say? Go that way. We knock out their last HQ. This could prove to be the final straw for them. Right, you lads go that way. Who's got surrounded? Ah, fuck's sake. Okay, my dudes. Don't need that shit. Push. Again with the whole multiple divisions not needing to be a thing. Oh, God. Just get over there for the love of God. I know you're slow, but still. Yes, I'm fully aware of the fact that we are struggling to deal with all these dudes, but it's not the point. Right, once you outflank, once they fucked off. Right, now go. For some reason, they've decided to leave their commanding troops in there. Fuck knows why. Hold position. Knowing then there's going to be some fuckery involved, which wouldn't surprise me. Right. This should hopefully crush the last remaining resistance, which, yeah, that's their last capital. Yep, that's it. We've won. Good shit. We've lost the war. Well, we've lost the terms of casualties, which I'm not going to lie, not exactly proud of. But there we go. Right, take all states. Perfect. The original plan of my intent was there. Okay, good news is we have defeated... Right, you boys push here, which is fine. You boys, I want you here. Right, your job is going to probably be quite a difficult one, because I want you to try and zerg towards this point. Your job is going to be slightly easier because I just want you to fight towards this point. And both of you boys, I need you to be trained. How are you doing? Right, you're training. And I'll try and reduce your front line actually as well. Yeah, there you go. Oh shit, wrong one. Never mind, I'll just remake that mistake. You guys back towards it. It's all good. It's all good. You haven't moved a single inch. Right. Yeah, you guys are training, which is fine. And all of these dudes down here, we need to start fixing the infrastructure badly. We also need to build some infrastructure here badly. Because, my God, the supply issues. We got some vital supplies for equipment, which is great, but the downside is we absolutely must have supplies. This entire area is absolutely atrocious with... there we go, yeah. Extra stability is always appreciated. Right. I think we're coming up towards the end of the episode, actually, as well. Yep, not long before we finish. So, let's wrap things up as decently as we can. So, we've accomplished in one episode what I hoped to achieve in a couple previously, which is, of course, the almost about time to declare war on these dudes. So, what I will do instead... Yeah, our supplies are fucking atrocious. Right, let us get a naval base set up along here as well. Once we've fixed everything, which will be perfect. Right, once we get that going, we can start really focusing on upgrading and repairing. like that? Yeah, this way. Right, perfect. And we get detection avoidance. Good shit. Right, okay, so we need a grenade machine gun. Yeah, that's fine. And you need to do something as well. You can do environmental stealing. Stealing, nice. I think it's not environmental stealing. Yay. Bring blood. Ooh. Okay, that's pretty good to know. Right, we can't do anything at the moment unless they try something. New target. They're probably going to cause... Stability's all good, and we gain some legitimacy, which I think we could do with. We also could do with war support as well, because we could definitely get that. And what we'll try and do is we'll make the play as soon as we can. Knocking out the Port Moore will actually do quite a good job at dealing with the area. Unfortunately, there's a lot of hills, which is not perfect. But considering our supply efforts, we should hopefully be able to do a decent strike. I have so many fucking things, but I'm running out of stuff. Need you for the US Army, yeah. We still are quite low on composite materials, but we've gained a shitload of them since, which I'm actually quite happy about. Obviously, we need to be careful, but I think we'll be okay for the time being. Right, you have done your training, which is fantastic. And you guys are all apparently training up as well, which is perfect. To be honest with you, a good opportunity to get an early victory in this would be to do it now. Right, okay, so I think I'll wrap up the episode a little earlier then. So, we're going to begin on war in the next episode, and I'll keep this guy in reserve, though I will stop him doing that. Oh no, but they're going to be really fucked. Also, I haven't even prepared this dude. I'm so eager to get to the next war. It's ridiculous. Right. Right. You guys hold that area. You two hold that. There we go. Right, so you guys at least can prepare yourselves and prepare for whatever kind of shit may come that way. I mean, this job, you two guys are going to be... Oh, please tell me that at least that area's got some level of supply. Not really. I mean, they're still training whilst I'm getting the warrants set up. We'll see. Right, well anyway, I suppose the one benefit is that once we've dealt with this area, we can kind of look down south, and when we do go to war with Caesar's Legion, while we will have to fight in the north, I'm just happy to grab Rangers. That'll be a nice little chunk of territory under my control. And we can also then get the benefit of the Rangers, which they do have some pretty damn good equipment as well, and I don't want to really destroy them. I do a nice little block. Though that said, we've got a big fucking problem when it comes to waging war with Caesar's Legion. We'll probably have to have a real planning episode at this point. But this area we're doing pretty well on. So I will wrap things up for the day here. So I hope you guys have enjoyed. And we finally now are getting to making some real progress. So maybe fairly soon... Oh, another good year. Yay. Anyway, so yeah, we're at that point where progression is now being made. And I think we need to hopefully take advantage of some more beneficial wars. And maybe then be able to secure more territory in the north. I'm not overly fussed about Broken Coast. I'll happily let the Bellingham lot just do their own thing. No, there's no problem at all with them, guys. I mean, I'd like to get revenge for that battle that stopped us from winning that previous campaign. But right now, the Washington Brotherhood's the biggest threat at the moment. Knocking them out would be very, very useful. Oh, you look like a gem, don't you? Because then also, once we've secured Capitol Hill, we can get that focus, which gives us the extra infrastructure. And then all the way down, we can then begin the process of beginning our massive war against Caesar's Legion, where our campaign, I reckon, would probably come to a decent-ish conclusion. So, I hope you guys will enjoy me for the rest of this campaign, and I hope to see you in the next one. Don't forget, guys, this is a bulk recorded series, so unfortunately a lot of what you'll be saying I will respond to in the comment section down below, but unfortunately I will, for the sake of attempting to complete the series as fast as possible, be unable to immediately take advantage of your advice. But some of the advice you have been giving to me so far has, you know, on the moments I can do something about it, I have taken advantage of it, and it has been excessively useful. So I do want to thank you for that. And I hope to catch you in the next one, guys. This is Mr. Jaeger, signing out.